Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Cannon. So, alright. So, according to the recent news, man, Gervonta Davis has checked Adrien Broner and Ryan Garcia for exaggerated mental health. Now, so after this little situation between Adrien Broner and the Omar Figueroa match, where Adrien Broner decided to pull out of this matchup, by the way, the fight is still going to happen. It's just with Sergey Lipinets instead of Adrien Broner. So he's being replaced in advance with Sergey Lipinets. But to continue, as for this matchup, though, and as a result of Adrien Broner putting out for these mental health reasons, Ryan Garcia decided to defend Adrien Broner, while everyone else was ridiculing him for making this choice and decision. Ryan Garcia, who did make it known that he was dealing with mental health problems himself, decided to, stick up for Broner. This is what he said: "Being honest about mental health is strength. Educate yourself and don't bring that hate to our beautiful sport. Now go tell your team to make our fight so you can feel the power of the truth. Love you, AB. I know it's not easy to step back and take time from the ring, but no doubt taking this time, you will come back healthier and stronger. Focusing on your mental health is not weakness, it's strength. You got my support. Hashtag mental health awareness." Now, for the first tweet that was stated, it was towards Gervonta Davis. And as we continue through these texts, I'm going to tell you why he responded to Gervonta Davis as well. So Davis was the same person who decided to call out these boxers dealing with mental health problems, saying, quote unquote, boxers got to stop using mental health to get out of stuff. Bad word just to be, and that's what he was saying. And Ryan Garcia had responded to him, saying, "Tank, we go back and forth about what happens in the ring all day, but taking a shot at someone's mental health is out of line. I hope that you deleting your tweet is part of your journey to support fellow boxers working on their mental health." So this was a deleted tweet. It initially was there, but then it was taken out of context and it was deleted. Now, as for my opinions on the Davis situation, people have different perspectives and different approaches. Davis thinks that this is all cap. He thinks that Adrien Broner, Ryan Garcia, and all of these guys were all capping about getting into matchups, or about capping about their mental health to get out of fights. And even if everyone can claim mental health, it's not the most truthful with everyone. One person who I definitely don't trust in this situation is Adrien Broner, no matter if he is a fighter who has dealt with mental health problems. I guarantee it. Now, I will say, this might contradict what I just said, but depending on how you look at it, but personally, Adrien Broner has been dealing with a declining mental health ever since 2017. He just hasn't had to put the effort into getting help for himself. Ever since 2018, 2019, 2017, he's been dealing with mental health problems. Getting drunk all the time, hanging around winners, hanging around more successful people, while your career is starting to slowly and gradually diminish. That can mess up your mental and affect you in a way that other things cannot, Now, he might just be happy for these people and individuals, but I feel like it may make him look deep inside and wonder, damn, everybody else is doing better than me. Everybody else is making these moves and doing real significant stuff, and I'm just here down bad out here. It seems as if ever since Adrien Broner got his first loss, his mental health has declined. Ever since then, it hasn't been like a return. Maybe not. He's had no elite wins yet, so of course, I don't know if you consider DeMarco elite, but yeah. I guess Paulie, yeah. I'd put Paulie as an elite fighter. Okay, that's probably one. That's about it, though. And as for the tweets, back on topic, Gervonta Davis responded with, "We just built different. We come from two different places, and I want to show it. You know how I'll fight my mental health. I put in the pain on you. Everybody says they're built different. Everybody says we from a different place. I'm from Philly. I'm from this. I'm from that. I'm built different than you because this is where I'm from, here, from there, and from all of these locations. But does that really matter? Because it seems to me that it doesn't matter. You can be from anywhere and still be an elite talent. You could be from anywhere and you could still be a real fighter. Errol Spence was not from no hood, man. He's still one of the toughest fighters in the game and still an elite talent. So what does that mean? He started boxing at like 15 years old. Started boxing at 15 and becoming what he's become is very impressive. It's not often that people can start that late and really make a name for themselves in the sport. Even at 20 years old, like it takes a lot. It takes a lot, to start late and manage to do that much. Because people be starting ever since they're kids. And as for Danny Garcia, he's from Philly, Would you say he's built different? I mean, he's the one who brought up the mental health stuff that he was dealing with. He's the one who brought it up himself as a reason for why he didn't perform that well in the Errol Spence fight. Then he cried in the post-fight interview against Jose Benavidez, so... Then you see Ryan Garcia going back and forth with Davis. And after, Davis says the "we just built different" comment, Ryan Garcia responds with, "I understand. I know what you are saying, but sometimes you need to see things to evolve. You will see as far as the fight. Let's get it. Let's get it done so I can whoop you." I mean, Ryan Garcia talks his typical stuff like, "Oh, let's get the fight done, so I'll whoop you and I'll do this and I'll do that," but nothing ever comes out of it. Nothing ever comes out of this fight. Never does. It's hilarious. Then, Davis responds with the last thing, and it has footprints. So, of course. And really, who's responsible for this mess? Who's responsible for all of this stuff? Like, I know Ryan Garcia popularized mental health. Now, mental health is very important. I feel like mental health is something that was not spoken about enough with Adrien Broner, because Adrien Broner was someone who was dealing with mental health problems. The boxing YouTuber Gambino explained it perfectly. He summed it up so well when he made the video about Adrien Broner. Like, it was a virtually perfect video. Also, check out Gambino. All right, but let me get back on subject. But yeah, there are so many fighters that have dealt with mental health and not just brain problems from like injuries, but just like problems with their health and where they are in their mindsets. Like, I'm gonna give like certain examples, like things that happen. Maybe, Erickson Lubin, right? Now, I feel like for every fighter, you can deal with certain mental health things after losing your first fights. I heard that Erickson Lubin broke down in tears after losing to Jermell Charlo, and that's typical. Typically boxers, after losing a fight, they may break down. They may just not be very happy about it because they worked their butts off for months, for years of boxing just to get this moment, and they just fall short, unfortunately. While the other guy's like, "Woohoo, yeah, let's go, baby, lines only." No, I was wrong. But for real, and that definitely happens. It's very unfair. There are always levels to this. Nobody's built the same. Everybody's built different. It's really a lottery pick if you're built different, to be honest. But there's so many factors. You can be built different and not have an interest in boxing. Like, your body could be perfect for combat sports, but you could have no idea because you're not even into the sport and didn't even know it existed. Then someone introduces you to the sport out of nowhere that you just are a natural at it, and just in the snap of a finger, you become a world-class contender like that. Then you have people who love the sport, but who just don't have the physical gifts to really excel in the sport. So they have to work extra hard. They have to put all the work in to even become an interim belt champion or to be a ranked contender. and even on rare occasions, get an actual world title. But it really would depend if they are able to hold it for long enough or not. Because typically, lesser talents like what's his name? Tevin Farmer. All right, so Tevin Farmer, Jamel Herring. All right, so those two are examples of fighters who are good boxers. They actually have hands. They can actually fight and they can actually bang it off. It's just they weren't conventional elite fighters. I don't think both of them are elite talents necessarily. I think both are phenomenal fighters, but I don't think both are elites. I think Tevin Farmer has reached his peak and his limit. And I think Herring has reached his limit as well. But they were good enough to get their victories and become champions for a while. It's just that they weren't like the most talented of their class. They didn't have those same physical attributes that other fighters did. And that's how most people are in the boxing world. So personally, in my opinion about this entire situation, I kind of feel as though Gervonta Davis is not in the right in this situation. I think he's wrong. But as we can say, I don't know if I could trust Broner. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know your opinions in the comment section about the situation. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so let me know, please. And please subscribe and hit the notification bell. All right. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.